Welcome. In the last slide, we stopped with the list of the hormones, different hormones and the glands producing them and the chemical nature of the hormones. And thereafter, one slide was there. I just deleted it because I felt it was not appropriate. So now we are moving on to the hormone receptors and their activation. I told you that hormones travel in the blood circulation and they reach just outside the target cell. They bind with a receptor sometimes. For protein hormones, receptor is outside the plasma membrane. And if it is a steroid hormone or if it is a derivative of amino acid, then it has to cross the plasma membrane and the receptor is inside the cytoplasm or in the nucleus. Anyway, in any case, no difference. The hormone binds with a receptor molecule and this hormone receptor binding is resulting in a series of chemical reactions. You see? So, which is a target cell? A cell which is having the specific receptor for a hormone is a target cell for that hormone. So if a cell is not having the not having the receptor for a hormone, that means that cell is not a target cell for that particular hormone. So if the receptor is not there, the cell will not respond. That's all. And where is the receptor placed? Sometimes on the target cell plasma membrane, sometimes in the cytoplasm, sometimes in the nucleus, depending upon the chemical nature of the hormone. And when the hormone binds with the receptor, it initiates a cascade of chemical reactions inside the cell. A series of chemical reactions inside the cell. And a specific feature is that each of the stage is more powerful than the previous one. Each stage of the chemical reaction is amplified compared with the previous reaction. And what's a receptor? A receptor is a large protein. And what about the receptor? How many receptors are there? Ranging from 2000 to 100,000 receptors per cell. And each receptor is highly specific for any particular hormone. Okay. Based on the location of the receptor, hormones are of three types. Case 1. Hormones with receptors on the plasma membrane of the cell, on the cell surface membrane. These are mainly for proteinaceous hormones, peptide hormones and catecholamine hormones. Because these hormones are not able to pass through the plasma membrane into the cytoplasm. So, their receptors are present on the cell surface membrane, on the plasma membrane, and binding of the hormone with the receptor outside the membrane leads to a series of chemical reactions inside the cell. This is making use of second messengers. We will see later. The second case in which the receptor is present in the cytoplasm. Here the hormones are steroid hormones. Simply because the steroid hormones are easily able to pass through the plasma membrane, their receptor is present in the cytoplasm. Binding of the hormone with the receptors will result in a series of chemical reactions. And in the third category, the receptors are present in the nucleus of the cell. So that hormone will first pass through the plasma membrane. It will then pass through the cytoplasm. It will then pass through the nuclear envelope and reach the nucleus. Examples are thyroid hormones. The receptors for the thyroid hormones are present in the nucleus and are believed to be located in direct association with the chromosomes. Thyroid hormones.